What's going on, guys? My name is back with another video. This time I thought I'd provide a little bit of commentary. This video is about Mortal Kombat 11 and kind of the state of the game right now. The reason I'm making this video is because Mortal Kombat 11 is one of my favorite games right now, and I think it needs to be addressed that they don't really have many game modes. Inside of Mortal Kombat 11, you have the Towers of Time, you have online play, and you have story mode. In the Towers of Time, there are areas where you can play multiplayer against certain towers, and there's a thing called the Gauntlet, and the Gauntlet's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the ladder off of Mortal Kombat 9. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's not. Nobody's having a lot of fun on this Gauntlet thing. They're just not. They are having fun playing online. The Crypt is pretty cool, but it's not its own game mode. If you, in terms of gameplay, you're there for like, if you want to finish the Crypt, it would take you at the most like 40 minutes, I'd say, at the most. Finishing it as in like going through the story and all that of it. Now collecting all the heads, that's a different story. Out of the Crypt, things that you have to do, that's a different story. But I digress. My point is that there's just not enough game modes, man. Like in Mortal Kombat Deception, you had Puzzle Combat. In Mortal Kombat Armageddon, you had what was it called? Motor Combat. That's it. Motor Combat was pretty fun. Tetris Combat, my bad. Puzzle Combat was a great mode. Conquest, man. Conquest and Deception was its own game. You know, Mortal Kombat 11 has a story mode that's great, but it doesn't have a lot of replay value. You know, some of the most fun I've ever had playing these Mortal Kombat games were in their own little game modes. You know, I guess they're just trying to take this, you know, game a little bit more seriously, with the exclusions of things like Test Your Might. You know, a Test Your Might little thing could have been really cool. Test Your Sight in Mortal Kombat, what is it? Deadly Alliance. And these things were really cool features and game modes in the game that you just don't see in this game. With that said, man, I'm not hating on this game. I'm not. This game is so good, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who play it and they just go, man, it feels like this game is just missing something. This little thing could change this whole game. You know, there's in Street Fighter 5, for example, you know, you have your little stories where you can go through Street Fighter 1 through 5. That'd be a really cool thing for this game. I'm not saying they need to cop somebody else's idea, but I'm just saying they can do something along those lines, you know. I do get that it being the 11th iteration of the game, you know, you should probably be on the lookout for something bigger down the line. They don't want to put everything good in this game and not add to, you know, another game. But to me, that's like the inspiration. Every time you make something, you can make it better. You know, it's like an album. Like when you listen to somebody's album, the next album doesn't have to be amazing, but it should have its own features. It should have its own quality. You know, so if this is Mortal Kombat's 11th album, if you will, it's just not. It has some great songs on there, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do. I mean, honestly, into recording this video, I'm starting to kind of realize I'm practically complaining that this game isn't perfect to a T. But that's kind of my point, though. Like, this game is so close to it. It feels like it's just missing that thing. Like if they could expand the Crypt into a Konquest Mode, oh man, I feel like this game could be like unstoppable. It could be the thing, like the game that everybody always goes back to, you know. A lot of people still go back to 10. A lot of people even play 9 still. But I mean, Conquest Mode to me, like, I guess that's kind of specifically what I'm asking for, but it's not. I mean, it could be anything. It's just that this Towers of Time thing, it's just not doing it for me, man. The Towers of Time seems to stem from Injustice with the multiverse thing that they had going on. I didn't really enjoy that. I especially didn't enjoy the fact that it rewards you for using AI, for not playing the game. It's a crazy thing, I guess, to complain about, that you don't have to play the game and you can still reap rewards. I don't like that. I want to play the game. I don't want to have to sit there and wait and press X to continue. You know what I mean? Like, and then, like, if you're into the fighting game scene, maybe you know Maximilian Dude. He has a turbo controller where he goes through the Towers of Time and it just presses X for him over and over again. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Why do we have that? Why isn't it actual gameplay? You know, it could be actual gameplay there. That's what people are resorting to. There's people out there, I'm sure, that after they found out Max has done this, they have probably gone out, bought a turbo controller, so they can go to certain towers and just go through that tower. That's nuts to me, dude. I mean, I understand people like to coin farm, or they like to farm the game a certain way, and to them this might be heaven sent, but it's not to me, man. Because I'm somebody who likes to play the game. I'm somebody who likes to see the lore in the game. I'm somebody who watches videos of the lore of the game, you know. So maybe I'm the niche demographic when it comes to lore and all that, but I think that kind of makes the game, dude. And they're doing a pretty good job with the lore and kind of, you know, the intros, the dialogues, if you will. But again, back to my point, man, like, the game modes in this game don't just include the Towers of Time. You have AI battles. Again, you know how I feel about AI. Why? What's the point, man? Like, again, how many people are out there just going, man, you know what I love to do? I love to play that AI battles thing. Like, I'm sure there are people out there, don't get me wrong, but I just don't, it's not the same as if there was like a puzzle combat or chess combat, you know? People love chess, that's why they put it in Deception. But it was kind of a weird thing, it really was. But even then, like, if that was in this game, I would not be disappointed. I would be playing it all the time. As long as it's in the game and it has some type of, you know, playability and actual interaction, I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna play with it, you know? There's nothing like that in this game. If you want to play the game and be rewarded for playing the game, you're gonna want to either play online and in the crypt. That's about it. I keep wanting to say multiverse. No, it's the Towers of Time. You don't have to play with the AI battle. You don't. But the fact that it rewards you the same as if you were actually playing the game is just kind of ridiculous to me. And I just feel like they could have done a little better than the Towers of Time / multiverse. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you dislike the video, thumbs down. And go ahead and comment and let me know what you guys would think about an extra game mode maybe coming to Mortal Kombat 11.